trying to change some shit. That's why I said
I swear I was just.
Josh, you first. Josh,
Mine's voice it.
no celebrity.
So who's
voice.
under
That's
voice
not-
it? Asia, who he searched before voice it? Who?
Arsenal the rebel. The
Okay.
battle rapper? Okay.
Asia.
Asia,
Alright.
you look like
Hold
you.
her accountable. Make sure she ain't deleting.
I'm gonna look.
Oh, Lord. We didn't ask. Would you rather be found?
She gonna end the line for it.
She's gonna try to cap.
What
Let
you
me
want to be
see.
called tonight?
I'm scared. I
I'll
do a lot. Hold on.
I'll be London. That shit about to say BBW.
So what was it? What you talking about?
Asia voice
It was voice it. It was
No,
No,
before
no,
voice
no,
it.
no.
Before voice
Yeah,
it.
you better
Cause
hear me
voice
say it.
it,
Say
I
it.
got
Say
it.
it.
I
Say it.
don't got it. I'm not taking a
Before
shot.
Say it
voice
before
I'm
I
not
say
taking
it.
it anymore.
I seen it.
If you don't take a shot, you gotta at least,
Say it.
Say
you
it.
gotta at least
Okay,
get
I
started
don't
first.
care. I don't care. I don't care.
Okay.
It
You don't care?
It was Quay Parker, and the only reason why I looked is because I wanted to see his son. That's it.
I don't even know who that
You didn't have to get the explanation.
Wait.
That's for the explanation. I don't even know who that is.
Don't tell me
Shout out to Quay.
she's snooping on Big Quay. Big Quay.
Who was your last?
She on your shit.
My last search for my nigga Wolf. Feel me?
Oh, they got the spaghetti in the line.
That's my nigga Wolf, you know what I'm saying? My Russian shooter.
Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf. He Russian.
Shout out to Wolf.
But you want to just tell us?
I honestly think you were the last person under voiced it.
You gotta
Obviously
show
for
it. You can't
show
show it.
reasons.
Yeah.
I
Go
can't show
under
it,
that.
but
Go under that. She capped.
I really don't know. I'll show y'all at the end.
My
That's it.
cousin.
I'm gonna take a
Don't be
shot.
trying to change shit.
Yeah, take a shot, cause you capped.
I'm not capping.
Is that cute? No, she said
Nah,
fine.
that's my cousin. I was checking to make sure he was good. My cousin.
I wish my shit was more interesting.
Tech
I
guy.
know.
I wish my shit was
Like
like
Asian.
Pornhub or something.
Who was your
Mine was,
last? We need to see. You see, you already kind
I
of.
had.
Yeah, she already
Yeah,
knew.
like-
That doesn't.
She tried to cap early.
Who's the last person in your DM?
She probably went and did like garden or something like.
Shout out to
My last search was prison. I didn't delete shit. What you expect me to be searching?
It's all good. It's all good. That was a
Yeah,
good.
just like you searched your cousin.
Is that the only tradition y'all
This
go to?
really my, if you want me to get into the second one, that.
No.
But wait. What was your shit? You said this shit was who?
It doesn't matter.
Quay?
Shout out to Quay.
Who was Quay though?
But you know who she talking about?
Listen,
Big
we gonna move
Quay.
on.
Yeah, let's go ahead and move to the next week. We did our truth or shot. Asia,
Would you rather?
Would you like to take us in? Would you rather?
All right, absolutely. So I have a couple. Let me go to my
I like Would You Rather.
All
I don't
right.
lie.
That's a lot
So
right there. Okay.
okay, how many y'all want? I got two.
Let's do two.
Good too. Good
All right. So the first one is be married to someone good looking who doesn't think you're attractive, or be married to someone ugly who thinks you're gorgeous.
I don't give a fuck if you think I'm cute. She bad. I don't
I'm
care.
real. You gotta think I'm cute.
I don't care.
Because I'm
bro.
cute.
She, as long as she bad, I can be
He
ugly.
said she gotta be bad.
I'm saying, but I feel the same way. Like he need to think I'm bad.
Oh, so he could be ugly.
Hey, you feel me though? Like, I'll be ugly. As long as she.
I don't want to feel like I'm here think I'm ugly.
I can be ugly. I'm cool.
You could be ugly. So
I mean,
you
I,
want your
get,
girl to be
I
bad.
feel that from a
I'm
female
cool.
perspective. You
Okay.
definitely want to feel pretty.
Yeah,
But as a nigga,
She gotta be bad, but she's not attracted to me, or she's ugly and
But why she?
No.
Be
She
married to
Either
someone
way.
good
Oh, she's
looking,
married.
but she
Okay, yeah,
thinks
I'll do that.
she
you're
think you ugly, but she
Well,
bad.
she's married to
Your
someone
wife.
good looking who doesn't think you're attractive.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That's okay.
I'll do that.
Thank you.
I feel like men are just slightly better.
No,
I don't care, bro. As long as she bad, I don't care what you think.
I don't know. I guess I would want him to be attracted to me, but I want to be attracted to him too. I don't know.
I know.
Yeah, it is tough.
Yeah.
And how
I gotta be attracted to him.
Kira,
What's
is
your
this
answer?
or that? Would you
Be
rather?
attracted to him. Either way, he married me, so I'm good.
Oh, that's a good perspective, though.
What's your answer, Asia?
I would want him to be attracted to me.
Okay,
Yeah.
understandable.
John.
Oh, yeah.
She
I'm
already
attracted to
answered.
myself and all that.
Period. Okay, the other one, I don't know, I don't think I asked this one, but lose all your money you've earned this year, or lose all the memories you've gained this year.
Shit, I fuck
Yeah, you did ask that.
Oh, I did?
No, she
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
ask
yeah.
that.
She did, Asia.
She did.
She
Okay,
said, would you rather lose your man?
When now
Oh,
was
yeah,
it?
yeah.
No,
Oh, I'm like, here now.
Shut up now.
What did Nell say?
She said lose her money. Lose her money.
I think the memories could go.
Okay.
Yeah.
My memory's
Okay, so
fine.
I'll ask another one.
Okay.
Win $25,000 yourself or your best friend win $100,000?
Best friend.
Best friend for sure.
They gonna break bread.
But you, do y'all
Actually,
think
my
that
best friend just had a
the
baby.
best friend's gonna break bread like
No.
50% type break
You
bread?
know, you gotta be 50. They gonna give me
50.
30. As long as they give me 30.
Yeah, 30 cool. I'll take 25.
What if they
And I know
scared.
I still going.
Cause shit, I'ma just, every time they
Shut up,
party, I'ma
Matthew.
party.
Yeah. Oh, they done.
You know what I'm
There she
saying?
go.
They get a little bit.
I ain't gotta get my 25 until they 75. Huh?
Okay, cause we made money this year, right, sis? Alright. That was Alright, so we're switching it up a little bit this week. We're gonna move some things ahead. So we're gonna jump into our artists. As you see, we have a special guest. So let me go ahead and further introduce him so y'all know who's sitting in front of y'all.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit a star first.
We have Ralphy London. He is a music artist, Grammy-nominated songwriter, filmmaker, and all-around creator. London was born in New Haven, Connecticut, later spending most of his childhood in New York City and parts of the Carolinas. When he was 15, London established his own recording studio, and shortly after, he began recording his friends. He is known by many as a longtime member of the underground hip-hop trio Lunch Money Gang, in addition to having a solo career. London became involved with hip-hop scenes as a preteen. He formed the group Lunch Money with his childhood friends Kenny Wizard and Fonzie Stocks. After several lineup changes, the group became an internet smash and released a slew of viral mixtapes such as Cereal for Lunch and Sega Geniuses. Lunch Money Gang took a one-year hiatus from music, leaving London to focus on his solo career. Ralphie released his debut solo album Rugrats in 2014, followed by multiple projects, and his latest being Dummin' Volume 1, which is fire, released last year. He relocated to Atlanta to record new material, establishing his name as a solo artist and making himself known amongst industry execs and artists alike. And today he's back in North Carolina showing Voices some love, so give it up for Ralphie London.
I ain't gonna lie, I wish I could read that good, you feel me?
A little bit, but we're glad to have you here.
We definitely appreciate
That's a resume.
it.
I'm glad to be here.
We're gonna get into some things.
And y'all got the megs, y'all got the bursts, and y'all got the twists.
We want you to come and feel like, you know,
Yeah,
at
yeah.
home, like you
It's
just cool.
an at-home feeling.
Pineapple is not here.
So let's get
Real
into
homie.
it. We got some questions. You got some answers for us?
I definitely got some answers.
Period. So we want to know first and foremost about your upbringing. We did read that your father is a British Jamaican and your mother is a French ancestry. With that dynamic, what was your upbringing like?
I was reading that question, man, and I just want to let y'all know it. It's not like they collabed on the shit. They wasn't together.
Well, we don't see that often. Like,
They wasn't together or nothing.
How did it
So
work?
it wasn't no dynamic.
So your parents weren't together?
Nah, hell no.
oh, okay.
So
okay.
which one where did you?
I was raised with my mom.
Really? So how was that?
It was pretty, you know what I'm saying? We started from the bottom, now we here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was a little rocky in the beginning, but, you know what I'm saying, they came up and life changed a little bit.
What brought y'all to North Carolina?
Oddly enough, a house fire. Yeah.
What was yours before the house fire?
Actually, I was in Connecticut. I was in New Haven. We had a house fire. I was probably like 10, 11. We moved down here.
So you remember everything that happened that day of the house fire?
Yeah. It was pretty crazy. It was pretty hectic. It was kind of like a fast transition. We always had family down here, so we kind of just, it was a smooth transition. We came down here, reestablished. You know what I'm saying?
So with that, so it's just you and your mother. So, and you say you have family here?
I do have a stepdad though. Shout out to him.
Oh, that's good. So what does family mean to you? I also know you have a daughter,
Yeah, for
back
sure.
in London, right? So how's
Big
that
London.
Big
Big London.
So what does family mean to you?
It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm very family oriented, but I adopt a lot of my people around me as family. You feel me? Like I'm more close to my friends than I am like biological family in a lot of ways. I like. You know what I'm saying? I'm very family
and
oriented.
relatives.
So
Right.
if you don't mind putting out, you said you have a daughter?
Yeah.
How old is she?
13.
Really? How is that? Like, how you doing fatherhood?
It's a little crazy now that she's getting older. You feel me? But we navigating.
That's teenage years.
She thinks she me or something. But she not. She thinks she me or something.
And she's still here in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay.
She claims she missed the bus this morning. I had to take her to school, but it was cap.
She did it on
No. She claimed the bus didn't come.
Really?
That was cap. It came. She just missed it. She be lying. That's the thing about it. They lie. I said she be lying.
That's the one I
That's the thing about it. She be lying, bro.
No, I used to do that too.
Are you and your daughter real close?
Oh yeah, we super close. That's twins. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like we basically grew up together. You know, I had when I was in high school.
Really?
You know how that go. Nigga be too freaky.
You really hilarious.
I don't know what I'm saying, but like I said, she thinks she me or something.
Yeah.
She not me.
She act like you.
She thinks she me. She thinks she me or something. But you know what I'm saying? She a good kid. I ain't gonna lie. She a good kid, but she do be lying. I ain't gonna lie.
So there was an accident that happened when you were a child, and you were disabled for a little bit. Do you think?
Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know who wrote that. They kind of exaggerated. I read it.
So what happened?
I definitely got fucked up on the dirt bike. But because at one point I thought I wanted to be like one of the BMX niggas.
Oh, really?
But, you know, after that happened, I was like, fuck that, 'cause I lost my tooth and shit. But then I started doing the music stuff.
So was that the only thing that you lost, the tooth?
Yeah, I definitely lost a tooth other than that. But
So
that's
you ain't break
basically,
no bones?
that's basically disabled. Because how you gonna slide? How you gonna slide with one front tooth? You can't slide with one front tooth.
We thinking you was lazy.
Bro, I thought you broke a bone or
That's what I'm
something,
saying.
at
See?
least.
I got a publicist. She wrote that, but I told her to put that because that's facts. If you lose a tooth, you disabled.
See, I was gonna go deep, like, how did that affect your
How you gonna get some
artistry?
pussy? How you gonna get pussy with one tooth?
Shout out to
That's disabled.
Free.
Krishan don't got no tooth.
I was just
That nigga love her.
who Krishan?
Krishan Rock.
Oh yeah, facts.
So-
Nah, but she got a gold cap. That's different.
So since you said that, you know, you thought you was gonna do the dirt bikes or whatever, and you messed up your tooth, so you decided to do music.
Yeah.
Where did that
Tell
come
us, how did you establish your studio at 15? Like, where and how was that?
Honestly, back then it was a little rough, but I always been on this type of shit. What happened was I tried to record with a few different niggas, but once they started flexing on me, this was the early days of YouTube, but it still had little tutorials and shit on there. I went on there and, you know what I'm saying, figured out how to do some shit, and from there, I was like the only nigga around that was able to record people.
Oh,
And I started recording like everybody in my whole school, like
So that's where
even them two niggas, like I was recording them.
Is that where London Illusions, like,
Nah, London Illusions is fairly new. That's really like, that's like my film company. I established that like a year ago. But as far as like the recording shit, back then, I had some shit called Real Talk Entertainment.
the real
That shit
skill?
sound corny now, but back then, that shit was hard.
Really?
That shit was hard. That shit was hard.
Alright. So, well, tell us about the era of Lunch Money. Because once you went into recording, I'm assuming that's when the group was established.
Well,
How was it established?
actually, I started recording people in like, this was like all throughout high school, so like from 9th grade to 12th grade. Lunch Money Gang was established in like 12th grade into 11th grade type shit.
So, how did that started?
Basically, I ended up bumping shoulders with Showdown, 102 Jam Showdown. I don't know if y'all know Showdown. Yeah, so basically once I linked with him, we kind of established a group. You know, Wiz, Fonz, two of my bros, kind of created a group. And then from there, I mean, they was already doing the music, I was doing the music, so we kind of just established a group from there.
So
But-
each of y'all were individual artists?
yeah, we was all independent artists, but at the time, the group shit was trendy. If you remember, like at that time, niggas like Travis Porter was out. So
It made sense.
it made sense.
Yeah.
You know, you gonna be lame as fuck to be in the group now, but back then, it was a thing.
So tell us about y'all impact. Do you feel like y'all kind of made a wave or like a sound for yourselves?
Yeah, we definitely made a wave, you know, that shit was,
Cause y'all was featured on like 106 and Park and shit, and
yeah, that shit was,
y'all was
that shit
going
was
viral.
cool.
What was it, Livewire?
We was on Livewire. Boy, they had some shit called Tiny Chat. My nigga Fonz was like a Tiny Chat celeb. I don't know how the fuck, but he was on Tiny Chat heavy. And then once he established himself on Tiny Chat, we kind of took off on that. Of course, we was tied in the Showdown. It was basically our manager, so we had multiple songs spinning on 102. You know, it was fun, but of course, that shit was just a moment in time. Like, the group shit is, nobody fucks with that anymore.
So you don't fuck. So that's my next question. What led to the fallout or the break?
Honestly, we just kind of grew our own separate ways. There's really no beef or nothing like that. We bros, like, for life. I still fuck with both of them. So it was never like a true, like a real fallout, like beef type shit. It's just, that was just a moment in time.
Right.
It's over.
So do you prefer being in a group or do you prefer being single? Which one do you like better?
It's definitely pros and cons to each,
Name them.
but I mean, obviously the pros is, you know, I only gotta cook up one verse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the con, I mean, it's really,
Wait, so you was cooking up other people's verses?
nah, I'm just saying, like, in a group, I only have to cook up one verse by myself. I gotta cook 2 or 3. But the thing about it is, I can't control where the game goes. The game is not really like, niggas don't want groups. That's not a thing like it was.
Right.
So if it was, y'all still be broke?
I ain't gonna say we'll still be a group, but
Say Migos.
it's not true. That kind of
Let me think.
that kind of like does break down what the fuck I'm trying to say. It kind of like makes my shit void. But them niggas is an anomaly. I don't know how they was able to keep that group shit going. But as you can see, Travis Porter era, there was a few other groups at that time, if I'm not mistaken. But that's more of like some 90s shit.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was on our crisscross vibes, but.
So are you signed to anybody? Do you consider signing to a label?
Me and my bro Spiff, we established our own label, independent, but
What's the name of the label?
it's Dumb Records.
Dumb Records.
I see it on your chain.
How long have
Big
y'all
Dumb.
been
Big Dumb.
how long have y'all been in a label?
We established the label like 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. Only person we signed was me, but I got a couple artists.
Yes, you was.
I plan on signing.
Okay, we'll have to have them on the show.
We're just trying to get the funding to a certain level. That's the thing. Niggas like to sign people before it's time to sign.
Nah, facts.
I don't want to, you know, we ain't gonna waste nobody's time. We gonna sign some more people when the time is right.
So you're not only a rapper, you're an artist, you write, you produce,
Yep.
the film, the
Yep. Filmmaking.
What else does Ralph do?
Well, I ain't gonna lie. Early on, even in the lunch money days, it all comes back to the fact that trying to outsource shit is a headache. We try to outsource a lot of different things, from music videos to production, all of these things, to where when I wasn't getting the results that I wanted from these people, we had to figure out how to do it ourselves. And that's kind of like how it all started. Like, yeah, that's really how it is. I mean, I did this shit out of necessity.
But
It
you're
wasn't.
good at it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's because once I get in the minds, once a nigga show me that they not gonna deliver what I want, it's over. I'm gonna show
Are you
niggas,
perfectionist?
bro. 100% Virgo game.
I picked that up.
Virgo
I picked
game.
that up. Moving on.
That's what I'm saying, cause like even if a nigga, cause it went from like people, like I like shit done when we want it done. So if somebody ain't available, you know what I'm saying? I know I can't expect them to be available when I want them, but that's gonna piss me off.
Right.
Yeah.
I'ma just go ahead and snap into action. Even if a nigga is available, if they don't deliver what I want, then we gonna have to go back to the drawing board.
Right,
In which case, I'ma have to do it.
So just getting into some of your accolades, because you really are blowing up. Like, so we want to know, we heard that you were a part of the Euphoria soundtrack for season 3. Is
Oh,
that
yeah,
true
yeah.
or false?
That's definitely true, but I don't know how it happened. I mean,
That's what I was
they
about to say.
just
How
kinda-
that happened? What do you mean?
Look, I just checked my email one day and it was in there.
Really?
Really?
That's how this shit go.
You checked your email and what was in there?
I checked my email. I got a publishing request from the music director from Euphoria, and me and my bro Spiff, we cleared it. And shit, I guess what, season 3, 4? I don't know. I'm not really familiar with the show.
We read season 3.
Season
But
3, yeah.
we see a lot going on with the cast, so, you know, people dropping off. So does that affect you at all, or you don't really know the details of that? It's just
I
like,
ain't gonna lie, I'm not really that familiar with the show, you know. but I heard it's fire. I watched a couple episodes. I heard it was fire, but I'm not gonna lie.
What song are they trying to get?
There's a song on my last project, Dumb Volume 1, called Therapy. And from what I'm
They mix it.
yeah, it makes sense. from what I understand about the show,
They
it's a
all
good
need
match.
therapy.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever like listened to that song and been like, yo, this one of them ones? Like, did you think that song would ever do anything?
I ain't gonna lie, that song right there is probably like the third song I recorded for that album.
Mm-hmm.
So I made that shit pretty early on, and I didn't really think much of it. It was
Right.
kind of like, as I was compiling the album, it was like, fuck, we'll throw that on there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So I also heard that you were nominated for a Grammy. Like, how was that? What led to that?
Pretty much, the Grammy nomination came from the work I did with 21 Savage on his last album.
Shout out 21 Savage.
I think that was his. He dropped a mixtape, but the album, the last official album he dropped for my work on there. I got some credited shit and uncredited shit.
So how did that link up happen?
Just from being in Atlanta, bumping shoulders with different people, just being in different studios, shit like that.
So how does it work when you're nominated for a Grammy? Like, how do you get told about being nominated or part of the nomination of a Grammy? Like, that's huge.
It's really not that serious. It should be more serious. You know what I'm saying? They should have pulled up to my crib.
Right? That should have given
You know
them
what I'm saying? They should have brought some Migos, but if you don't win the Grammy, it don't fucking matter.
Yeah.
They don't care. So that's why I say the shit, because it's like,
So
Yeah, we gonna say that shit.
So what, it was just like a
Grammy
little email or
nominated.
something? Well, not a little email, but they just...
nah, it was just like, the publicist hit me like, yeah, bro, we got nominated for a Grammy last night, but we lost.
they told you
That's how they told
I was like, yeah, when you win, but you can use that.
I mean, you can't. A lot of artists, like big artists, don't even get nominated.
If you don't win, it don't matter.
So you ain't care about it.
I care, because
That's that Virgo talk.
anything you can use, we're gonna use. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't win, it don't
Grammy
matter.
nominated artists in there though.
You gonna definitely use it. You gotta use it. I put Grammy almost nominated in my shit. Yo, if I didn't get nominated, I would have put Grammy was about to be nominated.
I feel that. So
For
you
real.
balancing a lot with music and your artistry, your production company, and everything. So
Yeah.
how do you balance like relationships with that? Are you seeing anything
Relationship.
important that we should know about?
Like how you rephrase that.
Yeah.
It's needed.
You know what I'm saying? I got a little, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to
We're going through some shit, but I don't know where she thinks she's going. She ain't going nowhere.
It's toxic. It's like a Virgo.
She thought she was going somewhere, but that shit ain't gonna
How
happen.
did she handle your lifestyle?
You know what I'm saying? She a superstar too. We both superstars.
Love it.
Nah, I ain't no superstar. She a superstar. But look, she thinks she's going somewhere, but she's not. That's
Okay.
the bottom line. Feel me? Thinks she's going somewhere.
So does she want to go somewhere?
I don't know where she going.
She's not going nowhere.
So
She
she wanted to leave.
No
want to
outlet.
leave, but she don't understand. She's not going nowhere.
I don't know.
That's not how this shit works.
That sounds scary. That sounds
That's
scary.
not how this shit works.
Bet you she
Yeah, she probably.
Nah,
Why she want to go somewhere then?
So what's special about her? Because I was gonna ask, what's your ideal woman? But since you
Special
admitted,
about
unlike some people,
I ain't gonna lie. I really fuck with her because she a shooter.
You said she's
She a shooter.
she a real-
Okay.
She a shooter. I ain't gonna lie. She a shooter. She a shooter nigga. No cap. I ain't gonna lie.
That means
I like
you
her.
shoot.
right? Talking about she ain't going to
Right.
I don't like girls that can't shoot.
I heard that.
So how do you get to the place where you find out if they can or not?
I could just talk
Or
to you and
will.
understand it. I could tell if you a shooter right off rip.
You think so?
Like you probably
Are
a
we
shooter. ain't
shooters?
You You a little shooter.
All three of us. Are we shooting?
I know you a shooter. You probably shoot on the weekend.
Moving on.
If you ain't,
We all three shooters.
I can't fuck with nobody that ain't a shooter. You know what I'm saying? They gotta be a
I
shooter.
mean, you gotta run behind
This is the
your
thing.
rules,
This is the
like-
thing. I love my niggas, but at the end of the day, they're not gonna always be with me. So, you know what I'm saying? Shorty gotta be a shooter.
Somebody put some gun emojis in the chat. Because we gotta have a shooter. Or you
She
hit
gotta
by
be
your
a
side.
shooter.
Alright, so what we going to? Oh, I'm sorry. You come off chill, but around a lot of people that, you know, I feel like you're a funny dude. I see your TikToks and all that. Like, what do you like to do for fun? What do you do on your off time? Like,
Yo, people be thinking I'm lit, but I'm not lit, bro. I be watching Netflix and shit. I be sleep.
right? Because, like,
Yeah.
my fellow would
I
be
thought he was
like,
quiet.
but I know he's not quiet, but
Nah, I be sleep. You feel me?
No, you don't.
But when I wake up though, it's over. But when I'm asleep, I'm sleep.
So what do you
No,
what do
you're
you
not.
do in your free time besides sleep?
Like I do boring shit, like drink coffee. But look, this is the thing though. When I'm focused on something, I'm focused on that shit. So like, if I'm in that mode, if I'm working on an album, if I'm working on anything, it's like specifically, I'm on it like non-stop.
So how often are you in the studio?
This is the thing. Niggas think because of my productivity that I really be in the studio a lot, but I don't. Like, I just be in the studio for like 2 weeks straight, but then 6 months I don't be in that bitch.
because you be fixated them 2 weeks. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
but
you
them
shit
2
up.
weeks I make 200,000 songs.
So
But
the
like
2 weeks you locked in and that's
locked
it.
in, but for like 6 months, coffee, Netflix.
Bang,
See?
shooter,
Coffee,
shooter.
Netflix with my shooter. You know what I'm saying? Like fentanyl pen. You feel me?
So
I'm really.
Please stop saying that.
Listen, I think people need to be honest with themselves.
Mhm.
See, I'm honest. I know I'm lazy as fuck.
right.
So I know when I get in that mode, take advantage.
Go ahead.
Because when the lazy mode kick back in, I ain't doing shit. Like that shit to the point to where my weight fluctuation be I be 290 and I be 150. Depending on if I'm in that mode or not. If I'm in my lazy mode,
And 150. This nigga know me 150.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends. If I'm in that mode, I'm in that mode. If I'm not, I'm gonna try to get me in that mode so I'm ready to be in that mode.
So with all the accomplishments that you've accomplished so far and everything that you've done, what's next for you? What do you see for yourself in the future? What's some of your goals? What do you see your brand? Who do you see yourself working with?
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to work with whoever got some money. But aside from that, I'm trying to get my girl pregnant.
Ooh. Yo, this is love being you pregnant. I don't
He's
get
trying to
it.
lock you down. Are you trying to put a ring on it?
Oh God, I'm trying to put a ring on it.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
put a ring on it. But look though, like, I feel like that's what it's about.
Shout out to her.
I'm not on no Nick Cannon shit. I enjoy family. Cause like I said, I'm lazy, so I be bored. I need somebody I can just go on a trip with, a cruise with, type shit. So, I hate when bitches say, you got hoes. I don't got hoes. Like,
You don't want them. It sounds like
I like having a girlfriend. Like,
That's it.
I'm lazy as shit. You know how much energy it takes to have hoes?
I feel you.
I'm retired from having hoes.
So besides, you know, wanting to get your girl pregnant, what do you see? What do you see for your brand?
My brand.
Yeah, where do you see your music career? in the near future?
You know, I really don't really like plans, because plans never go as planned.
Right.
So I'm gonna just keep doing what the fuck I do, and whatever happens, happens.
So you kind of like a go with the flow type person.
Yeah, I kind of go with the flow. But I am intentional about some shit.
No, most
whenever
definitely. I'm the same way.
Yeah, whenever it's time to, if I want something, I'm gonna get specifically whatever that is. But in terms of like, playing with this shit, I'm just kind of going with the flow.
That's a good. Well, that wraps up, you know,
We thank you for
Our
coming.
artist interview. We're gonna take a slight break,
And
and
we're
then
gonna-
when we come back, we'll jump into three-way.
So we're gonna spend some of that work that you've been working on for them 2 weeks.
As a fact, I'm gonna hit this fitting. I'm gonna hit this fitting on.
What's the name of the song that we dropping for? Like that.
Like that.
Like
I
that.
like that song. I
Y'all
really
fuck with
do.
that?
I do fuck with that.
Appreciate it.
I know, I wish you could hear it. Oh, there we go. Bye.
Y'all,
Oh, God.
we got
I like that ad lib.
three-way coming up next. So
Three
y'all
way.
stay tuned.
But I was thinking down
Three-way
the road.
coming up next.
Oh yeah, y'all was allowed three-way is.
Get into this story. Go to the
You good.
We thought,
I'm only on mine because everybody said I can't see you.
I really did. I don't know what it is.
I did because we need everybody on voice it. That was the whole point of stop going live on yours.
Kiara, you're reading the letter.
I need some of that red lemonade.
Kiara, you're reading the letter. Can we cut this cake? Y'all got till 10 o'clock to get your goodies, to get your smoke, to get your drinks, and join us for the three-way. Three-ways.
Second, the letter is crazy, y'all.
We're gonna be talking three-ways on three-way.
Okay, y'all wasn't playing.
I haven't had any.
Y'all really wasn't
I'm a
playing.
tequila girl. So if they brought anything else, I was gonna be.
I ain't gonna lie, I really fell out with tequila because I'm tweaking. Look, I fell out with tequila because I was drinking that Luna Zoo. What's that shit?
Yeah,
That used to give me a headache. So I fell back to tequila.
yeah, he did right like that.
But I started fucking a piece of my mom's gin.
Oh,
He
no.
only
That must be some virgo shit. 'Cause listen, my mom drinks gin.
Niggas are the
Gin make you sick.
okay.
I
Could be my mom.
I wait,
I'm not even gonna say nothing to it about it. I'm just saying I'm good.
Hey, don't eat it. Different outside.
Yo, breathe,
I'm not taking
man.
I'm never reading.
I'm gonna call this cousin this motherfucker.
I
God damn, y'all
We
niggas
all
ghetto as hell.
know.
You can't take these little ass niggas nowhere.
Ralphy, you staying for three-way? We want
What's the other story?
Okay, my buddy.
Three-way is we get a letter each week. And we have to give the ladies or gentlemen some advice. Yeah.
I get great advice.
But the girls go first, and then the guys
They
do.
call me the black Dr. Phil, you feel me?
I do want a piece of cake.
And the male perspective is after.
Go ahead and take that one. I'm gonna take
Man, the
that.
music.
Yes, sir. Y'all got hands, y'all got forks. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. This is my first time meeting you, but I've been in your name a lot. What's your specialty though? What's your specialty? Damn! Hey, look, I thought I could cook a little bit. This bitch trying to play with me. Nah, I ain't not. Y'all be in trouble for love. In trouble for love. That just takes a little joint trying to play with me. I made some tomahawk pork chops.
It's on tomahawk. Go ahead, talk.
Shit was little, they was all with the crumb. Seasoning mixed in.
Try to do a little.
That shit crazy. Look,
He ain't gonna say too much. He ain't gonna say too much.
bro, cooking is really like, I got legally. That shit is an art. That shit is an art.
It's therapy for me.
That's why I'm for that shit. Hey, you should drop a cooking album.
I'm gonna do a green mix.
And we got 2 minutes. This is good. I mean, it does have a little more flavor. But a little more flavor, but it's not bad. You about to put your peel on my It's cherry. It's probably what's It's cake. It's like probably.
I don't really love pineapple, but it's good though. I ain't gonna lie.
Good. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all about ready?
Who made it?
Y'all swinging back out of the song.
I ain't gonna lie.
He don't like
I fuck with it. It ain't delicious. But it's alright. I'm fitting on.
Got the fentanyl pen.
I don't
No, we
know.
really gotta stop saying that.
Yo.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Told him.
I
Do y'all got people on y'all line?
That go on
You so
yours.
fresh. You get on your live.
No, I'm just gonna make sure we got
got
some artists. Watch this ain't seven.
Hey. Okay, keep it down. Your voice naturally loud.
Facts. You know when you say that in your interview. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. No, my music. What you on your usher? You giving your confessions in the interview?
Hell yeah.
You missing it?
That's when they picking y'all voice up.
I remember what I said.
Hey, Jay, you don't know. You wild.
Hey, bro, now,
Lil Baby didn't get nominated for a Grammy.
you didn't?
Nah,
Oh, yeah. See what I'm saying?
Artist album of the year.
That's crazy.
5. 5. Alright, let me put it down.
All right, we are back, and it is time to get into the three-way. Y'all ready, ladies? All right,
You know
y'all
I'm
ready?
ready.
The letter is a little different this week. All right, let's get into it. Remember, the ladies. go
Oh,
first.
and not to interrupt, but after the letter and after our advice, somebody will probably come on and give their advice too if y'all feeling froggy enough. Y'all can leave. Okay, go ahead.
All right, dear three-way. I have been in a relationship with my man for 5 going on 6 years. About 2 years ago, we wanted to try something new that would spice up our sex life, and we had our first threesome. We did them sparingly, and it always turned out pretty well. My man was always respectful of my feelings and let me choose the girls, so I never had any negative emotions about them. About a year ago, we had a threesome with a certain girl whose vibe was like really cool and entertaining in the bedroom, so it turned into multiple threesomes with her, on top of inviting her to things like game nights, party outings, and etc. She basically became a friend to both of us that we enjoyed having around. To sum it up, it's pretty much like we're all in a relationship together now, and this is where I need your advice. I love my man, I fuck with her heavy, but I am starting to tell that he's falling for her too, and I can't front, it definitely has me feeling away. I don't want to bring it up in a negative way because I was totally on board with everything at first, but turns out I'm not really down with the polygamous vibe, and I want my man back to myself. What should I do? Signed, sister, not sister wife.
Bro, you are definitely.
Look, that's what your ass get.
Alright, so how
That's
it
what I
works,
get.
Ralphie London, as special guest, the ladies will give their advice, and then the men follow.
Okay, go ahead.
So
Y'all
what
do it.
y'all got? Sister, not sister
Go
wife.
ahead.
Oh, Lord.
Angel, let's hear it.
Asia, go ahead, girl.
Okay. All right. So sis was having a good time. Was this her first threesome?
No,
No,
I think
she
they did it a
they
couple
had
times.
them
They
sparingly,
did it a
and then
couple
they
times.
eventually had one with this girl.
And then it was multiple.
With her.
2 years ago, they wanted to spice up their sex life, so they started having threesomes.
So I'm not a, oh God, child. I'm not a big threesome girl. You know, I don't like females. So as far as being attracted to them physically is something that I'm not. So to put myself in her shoes, I would have never done it.
Right.
So it's like,
But she's done it. So
I
now
know,
she
okay,
can
so
judge.
the advice that I would give as far as doing it, I would just really have to be honest with her, honest, like, up front, like, babe, I don't like her for us, I want you to myself type vibes, like, I would kind of have to be honest with them, as much as that would probably, like, I feel like it would blow up, because I feel like he'll be like, okay, blah, 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 and still mess with her on the side, to a degree, because
So
he
you don't
already
trust
fallen
your
for
man?
I don't. I wouldn't, because it's like he already fallen for her, and just to kind of let her go,
The phone.
to me, it's not that easy. Especially if she a cool vibe. They both liked her at the time. So like, clearly the girl can see what he see if y'all was somewhat in a relationship.
She like her too.
Yeah, she like her too.
She like her too.
But
Yeah,
not
yeah.
enough. So she don't have no more.
So,
Sure,
so
yeah.
you just gonna be honest, and what else? You just gonna be like,
I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
Baby.
If he doesn't understand that, I'm gonna have to figure out how to go separate ways, because I'm gonna realize that I don't want a polygamous relationship. So
after 6 years?
You're not gonna fight for your man. You just gonna give him over to him.
After 6 years, you just gonna.
I gotta
So
go back to y'all
what would
putting
you
me on
do?
the spot, child.
Good. Okay, because this is just crazy. Yeah, you don't open them doors
Somebody
like
said,
that.
I know this nigga.
I feel like you just don't open the doors like that. Like, I feel like y'all skipped over sex toys and everything just to go to the threesome. But okay, y'all got to the threesome and then y'all was like, I don't know who she is. I'm just trying to figure out how it jumped from like her coming over to game nights and outings, because having a threesome is like, okay, we having a threesome, have a good time, cool, bye. Like, you not staying the night,
Yeah,
you
but
not.
it turned into a.
Right, I'm still trying. Okay, so we here
Yeah, because
now.
somebody did comment and said that.
Look,
Sex vibes is supposed to lead to relationship
Yeah.
vibes. Right, I'm trying to like, that's why I feel like you like her too. I feel like once you probably get over the emotional aspect, maybe y'all could do this polygamy thing, because it sounds like that. But I guess my advice would be to sit them both down together so there's no confusion, boyfriend, girlfriend, and just tell them like, this started off great. I really like you, girl. We probably gonna have to create some boundaries now with our friendship, because we're gonna continue our relationship without you in the picture. You just gotta be straight up. But yeah, definitely sit them both down together.
yeah.
What if your man don't like that?
But he don't like that.
What if he don't like that?
I just can't imagine him not liking that if y'all been together for 6 years. But if he don't like that, you gotta deal with that.
How would you do
Hold on,
it?
let me hit the finish.
If my man told me,
What if your man said?
I'm shocked. Let's my man.
What if it's like,
Let's just think about this.
like we enjoying having her around? What's the problem?
I mean, if I really enjoyed having her around, that's like I'm saying, like, this is like my bestie, then you might as well be my girlfriend too. So we might as well do the polygamy thing. But she's saying she don't want that.
Question, real quick. I'm not interfering on y'all, but I want to see how that conversation would go. You be boyfriend and you be.
Alright, role play. Let's get it. You just told me that you don't want her.
And Dave, the girlfriend.
Play on my boy.
So I'm like, well, I need you to say it again to me.
I know I was on board with this in the beginning. I feel like we just got way too comfortable in having like
This
a
was your
full-blown
idea, though.
relationship. Was it my idea?
Yeah, you chose her, and you decided to invite her to the first game night. You the one kept bringing her around.
Alright, well, we can't talk about the past. We can talk about moving forward. And moving forward, I can take accountability for the fact that I included this, but I'm just saying that I really don't like it. Like, it's making me uncomfortable. Like, I'm thinking about our future, like children, family, and I don't see another person in that picture. So, if you care about me, like I care
I'm
about
gonna keep
you.
it high. I'm in love with both of y'all.
Look, I think.
I'm gonna try to stop.
I think like with anything you do, you need to calculate every possible scenario. So that's your fault for not calculating the fact that maybe you might want her more than you.
Yeah,
That's
like
how this shit go. You feel me?
that's just like cheating. Like when you
You know what
cheat,
I'm
you might
saying?
like.
Let me hit the fin though.
Someone
hit the
what
shit,
Marcia said.
We gotta scroll up.
We have some.
But look,
Who
that's
wants to
what,
join the live?
that's
Hold
what
on,
niggas
I'm
get.
good. But it's this way.
Dave, what you
Can
think?
you see it?
Yeah.
While we figuring out who wants to join the live.
Right there. Was
That's what
someone.
niggas get, bro. You need to
Read
calculate
it.
every
You're
possible.
not gonna argue with me
outcome.
about why she need to stay around. Absolutely not. Okay,
What
we're
does
not really
Will
about to have a
say?
conversation about
What
it.
does Will say?
He said, nah, if I'm with my shorty, I'm not trying to be with the girl. We both just smack now. If my girl want to be friends with her, then we all
with each other.
with each other.
So she gotta cut her off
So,
too.
Kiera, what
She
would
gotta
be
cut her off.
what would be your advice for this young lady?
Oh, Kiera didn't give her sorry.
Nah.
My advice. Ooh. Wow.
How we got here?
Well, before Kiera says her advice, let's read the last comment. It said after 6 years, what?
After
You
6 years, you're
risking-
risking losing your man. He might want something new and it not be with her. And it not be her.
So now
This
it just
hurts.
I don't know.
It's a hurtful subject for real.
Yeah, because that's a tough
So
situation.
what's
You
your
can't
advice?
control like that. You really can't control the situation. My advice would be to one, have this conversation with your man, not in front of the other girl.
But he feeling her already, so
We in a relationship.
you are the other girl now.
No, that
That's
Whoa.
kinda You've been traded.
Jesus. Well,
Nigga
at that
done traded
point, she
you
needs
in.
to leave the situation.
You the old lease.
You think she needs to leave?
No, I think she needs to have a conversation with him. Without the other girl, because that bitch is still the other girl.
I think you need
Maybe
to.
first, but I do think they need to have the
Oh, yeah.
final
Well, I think she
decision
needs to
conversation
address
together.
her and she needs to address him separately.
So
like,
fellas-
sis, I brought you into this.
Sis,
I mean,
She said not sister wife.
okay, yeah.
We
So, girl, I know I brought you into this. You a vibe, you cool, whatever. I enjoy what we have going on, but now I'm closing this door. And that means I'm closing the door to my man too. He's
He said,
he's no
either
of
way,
no
me and
access
mine
to you.
gonna tag team
He
and
but
toss her
said-
around. But if she wanna stick around, we all in this together like High School Musical.
He said, either way, me and mine gonna tag team and toss her.
Yeah, no, she out of here. Like,
Look.
then if I tell you this, that I want, that like you're done, your role in this is done. Now, like, if I know that you continue to mess with him, now we have issues.
So fellas, if y'all had to give some advice, what would it be?
I love to hear it.
I really do want to hear
Look, this is the advice I give you. Like I said, that's what the fuck you did.
It is,
That's what the
That's
fuck
not
you
advice.
So you saying it shouldn't happen at all?
did. You should have gotten them calculated every possible outcome. Your nigga might be feeling that joint a little more. You know what I'm saying?
You know
It
him
didn't
even more
say
than
he
she
was
do.
feeling
You know what he
homophobic.
gonna like.
He
Why would
did
you
say,
bring her in?
No,
So
she
he
said
said
she wrote us that
she
he
was-
started falling for her too.
exact
He
too.
already in love with her.
So what do you suggest she should do going
I
forward?
think what you should do is trade that nigga in and get another nigga
And not have
that's
threesomes
fully
with
in
her.
her. And not
Really?
do the threesome shit.
Yeah, leave that.
Because-
Learn from this situation.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Learn from
Yeah.
that situation. You gotta trade that nigga in, you feel me?
Yeah, you
Because
need
look,
to know.
once you done showed this nigga that he can have another bitch and you think he gonna go
open
back
that
to
door,
just want
yeah.
you?
But she hasn't
Nigga ain't gonna
presented
just
to
want
him
you.
yet.
Nigga gonna want you and her.
What you mean he hasn't presented that?
Marcia said
I
it's the
feel-
ugly
I
truth
feel
when
like-
you make decisions like that.
See,
They should have
you
been
gotta
talked
fuck with a
about
nigga
this
like me.
stuff
I don't want
beforehand
you,
to set boundaries.
Right, that's where you fucked it at. You didn't set boundaries at first. You just let it go.
I'm
'Cause
lazy
you was
than a
liking her
motherfucker.
too. I want y'all to really dig in the fact
Yo,
that this
definitely
bitch
like
like
that.
the girl.
She
You are a type like that. It's fine. It's
Cause
okay.
he's not inviting her.
And
to
you're
the
just
table.
uncomfortable now with the fact that you realize what the situation is, how I'm gonna present this to family and friends and shit like that. Like, I think you really like this shit. Cause how the fuck you inviting a bitch over to game night?
Smooth said,
Come
"My
on
girl
now.
gotta
You
pick
feel
a
me?
smash every time."
What did Marcia say? Marcia's giving
Marcia,
I read that one.
it's the ugly truth when you make decisions like this. They should have been talked about this stuff beforehand to set boundaries, yeah.
And then
Kiba said, nigga, y'all are an extended family if y'all add another nigga to the bowl.
I
This shit
think,
too versus
I think what it boils down to, honestly, you gotta think about all the variables when you.
Exactly,
when
bro. You
put,
gotta
when you put this
calculate-
equation
See?
together, you gotta think about everything.
That's-
Cause like, people just think about the right now. Like, oh, let's have some fun.
I'm horny.
Yeah,
I'm horny.
like, let's have some
Freak
fun
yeah,
right
nigga.
now.
So if a girl tell you, Ralph, that she down to do a threesome with you, that's her opening the door for you to have sex with other
She
women
should have
without
calculated
her.
all the shit. Cause if this bitch right here, I'm fucking with her more, that's your fault. You should have calculated
Like,
that
you
possibility.
opened. I'm not saying that it's right, but at the same time, you did.
Don't
open
let
the
your
door.
nigga fuck
Like,
nobody
you're
else.
Right, like you're letting him. Like me personally, marriage. I don't plan to ever do nothing like that.
You know what I'm saying? When
Oh, they
I'm,
married?
look,
No.
I'm just saying.
Look, when I'm with
That's what you
somebody,
try.
when I'm with somebody, I don't want to hit nothing else. Cause I know if I fuck with her more than you, it's
Then
a
it's
wrap.
a wrap.
So
Josh.
And she
you gotta
know
put
that.
on, you
She
gotta
should
get
know.
tunnel vision when you fucking with somebody.
Josh.
Cause you can't think that whoever you fucking with got the best pussy. That's not the case. You just gotta be comfortable with the fact that this is the last pussy you gonna have.
Josh,
You
your
feel me?
opinion.
My guy over here,
Look.
before Josh goes, says, come,
Niggas don't wanna keep it hot. I'm
what do
keeping
you
it
say,
hot.
don't compete?
My nigga Smooth said he disagreed.
Yeah, he
Complete.
said, nah, I disagree, bro.
He said, I think my girl gotta have a talk with this. Look, all I'm saying is,
Yeah, I said I definitely will have a talk with her.
alright, look, this is my compromise. Don't let your niggas smash no bad bitches then.
What? But I'm not fucking no ugly
Motherfucker,
bitch.
ugly bitch.
Nah.
I mean, not ugly.
Hell
They
no.
ain't gotta, look, they ain't gotta be
She
ugly.
gotta
nigga.
look good.
They ain't gotta be ugly, but they gotta be mid.
So
Ain't no, ain't
before we
no.
move
Nah.
on,
Y'all nigga act like y'all ain't never smoked mid.
Before we move
Josh
on,
Y'all nigga done smoked mid before.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
you
He said enough.
you don't have nothing else to add.
You have nothing.
All I know is
Three incomes.
she
Bro
know
said I
better.
can either,
She know better. She
bro
She know better.
said I can never choose to smash
But you
on
ain't
my
got no
girl. My
advice
girl
for
the
her?
real
Nah,
one. Let me
not
smoke
looking
another
forward.
joint.
All I can tell you, she shouldn't have done it from the beginning.
Okay.
She wasn't ready.
Yeah.
So you don't have no advice now.
I know
Stupid.
they have said everything that needs to be said. I'm not gonna repeat what they
Yeah, I
said.
feel you.
No,
Go ahead,
So
Ralph.
we-
You got something. What you was about to say?
I would just read a comment. My nigga said, I could never choose to smash over my girl. My girl a real one for letting me smack another joint. See, you loyal,
I
my
agree.
nigga.
Smooth as
Not
fuck.
everybody
I know
loyal.
you. No.
Not everybody is loyal.
Nah,
A
facts.
lot of
Nice
niggas
move.
is going forward. They gonna say,
Ain't
damn, I
nothing.
just hit a new bad bitch. Fuck my bitch.
Should
And
be.
that's
See,
great.
I never say that. Me and Smooth would never say that. But another nigga might say that. So as a female, you gotta calculate that. You might be fucking with a bitch nigga.
Alright, so we're gonna reset the room real quick before we move on. We are basically catching up on three-way. So in this, I'm gonna sum it up. In this letter, the lady started having a threesome with her man, sorry, not husband, of 6 years. And the female started getting comfortable, and they kind of got into like a deep friendships kind of relationship with the three of them. And now she's asking, how does she tell her man that she's not cool with this and she just wants him to herself? And so we kind of giving advice on that. Is there anybody that wants to join the room real quick to give their feedback before we move on?
Faith and Figures was good. Y'all see it.
Shout out to Faith and Figures.
Whole lot of faith, whole lot of
Real luxury.
figures,
Whole
man.
lot of faith, whole lot of figures.
Whole lot of faith, whole lot of figures,
The
man. We in
street's
here.
favorite
Stop
brand.
playing with
See, can
that.
you see if somebody is requesting to be in the live real quick?
Whole lot of faith, whole lot of figures,
Somebody
man.
request to be in the live. We'll put you on
It'll
for a
pop
quick
up as an
segment.
icon on there.
Yeah, it'll say,
Okay. Okay, cool.
Really like that.
So if my shorty like that, we lock in. and
Smooth,
smack
why don't
the
you
joint
join the
together.
live?
Smooth, if you want to join the live, honey, just
Smooth,
Hey,
come
look.
on,
You
us.
gotta lock.
My nigga Smooth, look, B. You gotta understand, yo.
Oh wait, we got another one.
Niggas ain't built like you.
Why
Why y'all not married after 6 years, but out here smashing other people?
Oh, facts. Look, I'm a marriage type of
Oh,
nigga,
let's get into it
B. I'm
then.
a marriage type of nigga, bro.
Get into
I mean, we
it.
really y'all want to get into it.
I only do 1 year relationship.
That's a lot. That's a
I'm
whole
a-
nother topic.
I'm gonna ask a quick question that's not on the paper.
Oh.
Since
Yo, which one
since
is
she
it?
brought that up, ladies, how long are you willing to date a man before you start expecting some type of marriage talk or him to bring a ring in the picture? How long are you willing to date him before that comes up?
Y'all can say what y'all gonna say. I'm gonna tell y'all the real answer.
And hold on, before y'all answer, this is gonna help us lead into the most
Somebody said mine should be this
Go
way.
ahead. Go
the
ahead.
most watched segment of the show, Hot Topic.
Go ahead. What y'all think? I'm gonna tell y'all
Yeah,
the real answer.
what's the length that you would date a man before you start expecting it to move into the marriage route?
okay. Can I?
You can go ahead.
Go ahead,
I was about to
pop it
read the comment. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Alright, so I'm gonna know the man that I'm dating. I'm gonna know if he's even willing to get married or not. Like, I have to know that first. And then I have to know, cause a man that wants to get married will date with purpose. So I gotta see if that's what you're doing. If we just chilling, vibing, and I keep hearing that from you, we vibing, we going with the flow. I already see what we doing. I already know what it is, and I'm like, all right, cool. That's a vibe, that's a flow that I don't even want to be on. If I'm looking for marriage, if I have a guy that's intentional about his stuff, I want to see you, I want to do this, I want to do that, giving energy and stuff like that, the marriage is gonna come. I don't even have to sit here and figure out when it is. Like, it's gonna come kind of like when I want it. It's not one of those things that's gonna wait 3, 4, 5 years
So how long
because
are you
he's
willing
already
to wait?
made that intention. I mean, like, I think
She's gauging it. Trying to.
I'm gauging it, but like, I can't. I'm not a person that's gonna get married in less than a year of knowing somebody. I would need more than that, just because I feel like people can know themselves real good, real good. So I gotta figure out who you are. But I feel like after 2 years, I could do it. It depends on like how close we are and what we've established and stuff like that. I could, but again, it's him that shows me what I'm looking for, if that's what I'm looking for.
So
Are you
if
gonna
it-
be
Look,
with him for
I'ma
like
keep it hot
15
with you.
years
I'ma
and
keep
he ain't asked you
it-
yet?
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it super hot with you. We know we're gonna marry you when we first meet you. You feel me? We just waiting for the moment where it's not gonna be weird. To say it.
So
You know what I'm saying? So like,
So you already know you're gonna marry Lil Gang
for
Gang.
sure,
I
we be
feel
like,
like
yo,
niggas know
we be in
from
the, like, if I see a drum, like, yeah, I'm gonna marry. I ain't gonna lie.
But how many times have you said that, or you've never said it?
I said it a
Because
couple
I feel like
times.
niggas have
Because
thought
guys
about
be
it.
saying
But you're
that.
not marrying them.
And
But look, but
Is it me?
Exactly, they
Is it
said
me or
Nah.
you just been?
Cat. Somebody said cat.
look,
So-
I'm gonna keep it hot. If it be like the moment I see you, I know if it's a possibility. Some niggas be out here knowing it's not a possibility, but they'll still fuck with you. The problem is, you fucking with niggas where it's not even a possibility.
Nah, it's
Yeah.
So
You
but
feel me?
how long?
That's a fact. Niggas don't wanna know
how long
that.
would you-
Big facts. How
So
long
for
you
me-
got fucked with?
For me, well, going back to somebody in the law said it depends on like the age and everything, and I honestly agree with that completely. Like when she said like y'all been together 6 years, how old? Like I mean not how old y'all, but why y'all not married? I feel like I don't know how old this young lady is, but if she's young, I don't expect her to be rushing into marriage. Cause I know me personally, I didn't rush into marriage, and I gauge that off of like our plan. Like for me, I'm like that's not the priority for me as a like. This woman right here, I can only speak for myself. Marriage is not the priority for me. Like connection, a lot of other things is the priority for me. Like finance, like a lot of other things that I want to be set in place. And I also feel like after a year or two, like I really don't feel like you know the person that you're with. Like it sounds like a long time, 2 years. You don't really know that person, especially when you're young. You're changing and you're becoming so many different people. You're learning yourself. So for somebody else to be trying to learn you in that process is a lot. It's very complicated. So, I mean, how long am I willing to wait for marriage? I'm willing to wait. I'm not waiting. It's just kind of like, it's going to happen when the vibe is there and when we're ready to do that part of it.
Look,
Does that make sense?
my nigga Spool just said what I said.
And he kept.
At this point in life,
He's
I need a
capped.
wife. That's a fact, bro. I need a wife. Like, I'm tired of buying shit for myself.
She gotta stay down 10 years before she
We
can
tryna-
retire.
Say
What
anything
vibe?
on the line.
Look, me
Well,
and my
what's retired?
30.
Hold
Me and
on,
my
hold on,
nigga-
hold on.
me
So-
and
No,
my
but I feel differently now because I feel like I'm about to be 30 in April. Like this next
But I mean,
month
you
in April.
started young.
So like me being in a relationship at a young age is different than me being in a relationship now. Like me being going into a relationship now, my whole perspective is different. You see? So like I feel like the guy that I'm initially being intentional with has to come with certain things already
Right,
than he would have came when we were 21.
exactly.
So it's just like
I mean, I guess age does matter, but that still don't take away from what a nigga think. A nigga gonna know.
yeah, a nigga knows if he's gonna marry you though.
So what about you, Kiara?
For sure.
How long are you willing to stay down with a man before you expect to get some type of ring or marital talk or something?
I want to say probably like,
$3.
yeah, no, you said 3 months. I was about to say like 3 to 4 years. You know, I'm about to be 30. I would
Hell
really like
nah,
to be
nigga.
married by the time I'm like,
If a nigga don't marry you in 1 year, don't fuck with him. Telling you
1
right
year.
now.
I
why
wouldn't
haven't you
marry a
married
guy
your
with-
girl?
Ladies, do not marry no
I would
nigga
not
in 1
marry
year.
a
You're
guy.
gonna regret that shit.
Why
Like
haven't
I
you?
told y'all.
I want to enjoy
we
a
going
You're gonna
relationship
regret
with
that
my
shit.
nigga. I
How long
want to
y'all
know
been dealing with
him.
each
Okay.
other? How long y'all been dealing with each other?
About a year and a half, but we going through something. But if it wasn't for that,
Okay,
you
we
know
talking
what I'm
about
saying?
This nigga said.
Look, I'm telling you, I'm keep it high.
All right, so let me
Ain't nobody
ask,
perfect. You feel
let
me?
me
I'm
ask
damn
this
sure
to the
not the same
fellas.
person from
Wait. What do you?
We have some comments.
My nigga
Yeah, we
said
got
4
some
years.
comments.
We have,
Read the
if she
comments,
ain't been
y'all.
down 10 years, she ain't been through enough with a nigga. We have Smooth again. We not the same person from 6 years ago. That's facts. Warren Buffett says look at an investment in 10-year increments. Okay?
Hell
I'm
nah.
about 10 years to get to a
Marriage
nigga.
is
But
business.
look, I'm not gonna.
Marriage
But I'm about to be
Look.
30. I don't have 10
Like-
years to get to a
Well,
nigga
I'm a-
without him
I ain't
slowing
gonna
down.
cap
Like
though.
at this age, if I met him at 21, yeah. I
My,
get what you're saying,
my
but right now,
perspective-
no.
my
But
perspective
you
a little
want
body.
marriage more than you want the relationship.
I just
Like,
said I want to enjoy the relationship with my nigga. That's why I wouldn't push it to rush to marriage. But I want to be married.
I definitely get it. When you start becoming of age, you have like time restraints on
I ain't
certain
trying to
things,
be
right?
no old ass.
But I feel like
nigga.
if you're a young girl watching
You
this,
know, that's,
like, don't
She
rush
be
that
married.
shit. You're gonna look.
we all not young and hurt no more. So
Exactly,
we
bro.
ain't talking to the young ones. I mean,
Yeah,
I
it
said
just
for me,
depends,
myself,
bro.
like, alright, that's 29 going on.
I
Depends on what
still
you
feel
want.
like I want to be married
I
with
want
the
son.
person that I want to be married to, and I don't just want to be
She over
married.
25. Facts.
Like, it's
How
bitches
old
that's
are
gonna
you,
get
buddy?
married to niggas
27.
next
See?
month
You need a
that
son,
they would
my nigga.
rather be with their old nigga, but he didn't act right.
All right, so let me ask a question to the fellas.
Yeah.
Fellas, what's something that you want from ladies but you don't get?
What I don't want,
No,
No.
what's something that you want from ladies but
From
you
your
don't
little
get?
but you don't get.
Wait, this is a great question.
What I
I
don't
need you
get.
to ask it
Patience.
one more time.
I ain't gonna lie. See,
Hold
I
on, hold on,
fuck.
hold on, hold on. I'm gonna ask it one more time for the
For
people,
the-
that-
for the-
for the people that might not have heard. Hold on, everybody be quiet.
Okay.
Look, go ahead.
Fellas, what is something that you want from ladies that you don't get?
Feel free to comment.
My shit gonna be different because I fuck with gangsters.
So,
I need some attention. I be fucking with bitches that's gangsters. They don't give no attention. I be
What you
like,
mean
God
they don't give no
damn, what's
attention?
up?
Oh, they don't be like fully invested.
They don't be like, they don't get at.
They
They
not
like,
on your ass.
oh, you a bitch? You need attention?
They're not,
Like, God damn.
Like, you know,
so they're not affectionate.
Yeah.
I'm
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a lover boy.
Really?
Everybody think I got hoes. I don't got hoes.
Kiara not affectionate.
I don't know.
My
I'm-
homeboy split it
I'm
in
lazy.
yesterday and said he wished women were more accountable. He don't get accountability from women as much as he like.
Yeah, let me see what.
This nigga said
what's
more
that?
head,
what
honestly.
did
Yeah, let's
they
talk
say?
about it.
Do you have
Niggas
Josh.
never get enough head.
You feel me?
More head.
More head and
Look,
more
look,
affection.
look, look,
Ralphie.
you gotta be more
It's debatable
specific.
and definitely
Unprovoked
case by
head.
case, but at 30 plus, I'm not down.
See? You feel me? Unprovoked.
Men are so simple.
Just
to
pop
me,
it
like,
off.
Like,
You got
Okay.
niggas asking for head.
okay.
Don't make a nigga have to
Walk on
rub
the
your
door,
head.
like,
Shit.
man, come have a seat.
Nigga be sending signals.
No, this man, why you looking for that? This man said to be left alone earlier. And I
you
hope
like
you're
that's
watching.
He said, y'all
Because
niggas
I
have
feel
something
like,
showing
do you
shit.
date women to say some shit like that?
Why you want
Because,
to leave it alone?
What happened?
this,
What you say?
like, this
Is
is
it
a
a problem
serious
that he said
question.
he want to be left alone?
Like, what do you mean by that, though?
She
Because,
might,
like,
Shorty might get on his nerves.
okay, so, like,
No, I'm
but
not.
he said, to me, I took it as, like, you just want women to leave you alone or some shit. Like, it came out mean and
Yo,
arrogant.
you wild out with
Yeah.
how you interpret it.
Yeah,
I just feel like it came out
Shorty
mean,
probably just
like-
be getting on his nerves.
I'm not trying to be left alone.
We
But
got-
right, exactly. Like if you really like and care about the person that you with,
don't mean they
like
don't
you
get on
might
your
need
nerves
space.
sometimes.
Say that though. Say
Yeah,
I
he
might
just
need
said the wrong
space.
thing.
Yeah, his
But I
word,
want to be left
his word
alone
just
if
not
you
what
want to be with a nigga.
You just you get emotional about it.
I mean, but if a bitch told you that she want to be left
She
alone, you're
telling
not
me
gonna
that.
get in
She
your
not-
feelings
She
about
not
it.
telling me that.
Okay.
I want to be left alone
Exactly.
and leave me alone.
Look,
Like,
she leave me
Exactly. Like I need space. I
If
need
she
some
leave me
time.
alone,
Like, it's
she don't
different. I
fuck
want to
with
be
me
left
like
alone.
that.
Exactly.
So one of the answers
Leave
we
them niggas
got,
alone that say shit like that.
one of the answers that we got was the effort put forth to consider and understand headspace and battles being fought eternally and spiritually. How you feel?
That was a man. that
That's a
said
deep ass question, bro.
What did he say?
Simplify.
It said, fellas.
Nigga, hey, I ain't
Hold
gonna.
on.
Hey, no offense, but some people be fake deep.
It's not
Fake
He
deep.
said,
Nigga be fake deep.
It said, fellas,
You feel me?
what's something you want from ladies that you don't get? He said, the effort put forth to consider and understand headspace and battles being fought internally and spiritually.
I get it.
I get it.
Man, look.
Break it down for my boy.
But we got the
So-
Ralph, you
motherfucking.
don't get it though. So why?
We
you
got the motherfucking Migos. How we gonna know what the fuck you talking about?
We know what he's talking about.
Okay, so explain that. Like,
I think
what
what
was
he-
your interpretation from that?
Go ahead.
I think what he means is like sometimes men they kind of deal with things internally, like whatever struggle they're dealing with, whether it be like I don't know work or something they got to get done, I don't know, whatever it is, they kind of internalize it more than females do. So I think instead of like asking what's wrong and like you know when they have this quietness about them or this to themselves and this about them, to just give them that time to figure it out for themselves. And I
I'm
think
gonna tell you the problem with niggas. Y'all too scared to admit y'all lover boys, bro. I'm a lover boy.
I'm a lover boy.
Y'all niggas hoes. Y'all niggas not gangster, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lover boy, bro. Don't leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? I be lonely.
We also got
You know what I'm saying? Y'all
Go
niggas,
get a therapist. I was stupid.
y'all niggas think y'all too goddamn gangster. Ain't
somebody
nothing gangster about being aggressive with your bitch.
somebody
That's
said
gay.
that they would like peace from their shorty. Somebody said that they would like patience from their
go
shorty.
get a therapist.
Somebody said unconditional love. Men get love for what they provide and what they do. Do y'all agree?
Yeah, wait.
Hold on. Let's let the man.
Yeah,
ask
go
the
ahead,
question.
man.
Hold on, say it one time, say it one time.
The man said, for the question, what's something you want but you don't get? One man replied, unconditional love. Men get love for what they provide and what they do.
What?
no, I mean,
Everybody
look,
gets
that
love
all
for
the
that.
time.
That's
That's not all
just
the time.
surface.
That
Yeah,
happens
that's
sometimes.
I mean, that's definitely a thing. It depends on
But I do know I've heard a lot of men say that, like, you know.
So what?
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
get love for what y'all can provide with
So
financially?
we gotta take the feeling out of every answer.
I'm asking as a man. No, I'm asking
I feel
as
like
a
I
man.
feel like as the man get an answer, it gets real hot. And what they saying is, you know, sometimes he want to just get some genuine love and not just like, oh, you doing this for me, you doing that for me. That's what I'm like. Cause sometimes
I'm saying
men,
expound. I get
Hey,
it.
I ain't gonna
yeah, like
cap.
men feel like that. Like if
But
I'm
why?
doing it, because if he doing something for his shorty, that's when she all on him. But if he ain't doing that, then it might not be the same type of love.
So
Like,
question, do you ever feel like a woman that you was with only was giving you love because of what you could provide for her?
not only, but I understand where he's coming from.
Where at in your
I feel what you're saying.
surroundings, like the people around you? Do you feel like like your friends go through that?
No, but I'm not about to act like what he's saying is just out the way or like wrong, because it is women out here that might send a nigga like, oh, I like these. Like, she might just send him a bunch of different stuff that she want him to buy. He might be like, he might be like, all right, I don't mind buying you stuff. No, it's not.
I just personally don't know, and I'm just gonna speak that. I don't know no women that's out here just loving niggas or acting like they love a nigga for what they can provide. Like, for real, on some like personal, like.
It's really a fella.
That's why I said it's fellas. Like, I asked you to explain.
That's her job. Hold on. Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep it hot.
Hold on, let Josh go.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, Marcia, exactly.
You not every woman in this
That's social
room right
media
now
shit.
is not dealing with no dude with no money.
Wait,
That's
what?
just not what's gonna happen. You not dealing with a dude with no money.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Y'all
And
niggas
niggas not going into relationships like, I'm not dealing with her, she ain't got no money. We'll
Okay.
deal with a girl with no
So
money.
let me
Y'all
ask.
won't.
Hold
but
on. Let me ask this real quick to counter what he's talking about. If a man come in this situation, y'all both fresh, and he like, yo, I have a 60-day rule where I don't spend no money on the shorty. Are you still gonna like rock with him, or how you feel?
That's a valid ass question.
What does it have to do with love? Unconditional love.
You
just
are
dating.
getting to.
When I get to the point where I'm dating you and you my man, you think I'm just with you because of what you
Right.
provided me?
Yo,
Nobody said just.
y'all
Nobody
right.
said
All
just.
right.
But
bro.
that isn't what he said though.
Money
I'm talking about
said-
dating.
No,
Stop making
I'm-
it seem like
I'm-
they
No,
don't.
you just, the comment literally said
Did I say this
unconditional
comment?
love.
Hold on. Let's clear this board real quick, cause y'all doing a lot of this.
That's
He
the
just
question.
no. That ain't the question. Cause what he just said, y'all not dating no nigga with no money. Y'all, he just said that. So I said, if y'all in a new situation, and bro, I'll switch to 100 days.
So I don't love that person. I don't have
Y'all,
nothing to do with the
okay.
unconditional
Say
love
y'all,
part.
no. All right,
Let me explain it better, cause you.
all right, go ahead.
Go ahead.
It's the Migos.
What I'm
What you
saying,
saying, my boy?
what I feel like dude was saying in the comments is, women we have a lower tolerance than y'all do. So we gotta have this. It's not just based off love. We gotta have something.
Right.
We gotta have everything together. We have a 5-year plan. We gotta have all that when the expectations on us. But with y'all, we not expecting y'all to have none of it. I ain't saying we don't care, but that's not a deal breaker that you don't have money, that you don't have everything in line and all that. We gotta have all that. And if we don't got all that, we are not looked at. That's what dude is saying. It's more for us to be loved than it is for y'all.
Facts,
And
bro.
that's the bottom line.
Y'all doing a lot of talking, but I got a short answer for you. Swap a bitch. Swap a bitch.
So let's switch it. Let's switch it to the ladies. Hold on, AJ, you got a comment on that?
Well,
Please.
okay, because there are a few comments on the screen. I gotta say something, because
Say it.
niggas be delusional.
Voice it.
Money is the least you can have. That's the least you can have. We literally deal with so much with you niggas. Y'all really are delusional to think that talking
I don't
about
put my
a nigga
bitch
with
through
not
money.
money. Okay, so are we talking about not money or broke? Like, or are we saying like a 9 to 5
Right.
regular money, or are we talking about a broke nigga? Like, what are we talking about? Like,
Because
are we
if I
talking
come
about
with
rich
women,
niggas? Because
you coming with me.
we date 9 to 5 niggas.
We're not technically talking about just money. That's
But
what
no,
you
that's-
gravitate to.
No, that's
But
the
you
topic. Y'all
said
just
it.
No.
Like you
That's
said,
just
we
a
have to have
qualification.
this and this and that. Like
I named
financially, a
3 or 4
5-year
different things
plan,
and
like
you picked out
goals.
money.
Okay, but I'm saying like I'm naming them now. So you have to 5-year plan, goals, a certain amount of money, blah blah, for us to even get that opportunity with a lot of women is what you're saying. But it's just saying that's the like least that you can have with all the shit that we put up with you.
There you go with your ain't
Okay,
shit.
okay,
niggas.
so-
I'm just saying, I didn't say ain't
Hey,
shit.
hey,
I didn't say
hold on,
ain't
hold
shit.
on, hold on.
I said like
I'm
3
dealing with a
episodes
lot,
ago.
so-
Go
but
there.
I'm saying if I have a
Hold on,
plan,
shit, bitch.
you should have a
We
plan.
never
Alright,
said
alright,
anything.
But
So
just
ladies,
coming from that.
Go ahead.
so ladies, since we are, giving y'all a chance to talk, what's something that y'all want from men that y'all don't get?
A 5-year plan.
Look, that's all I'm gonna say. Y'all need to stop fucking with niggas that don't want y'all.
Nah,
I agree with that too.
Period. 'Cause
I
a lot of
agree
y'all
with
be
that
fucking
too.
with niggas that don't want y'all,
and
and y'all know that, But y'all hoping one day them niggas gonna wake up and want y'all.
Cause you will.
That's valid.
So,
Nigga ain't gonna never want
so,
y'all.
so ladies,
I done had bitches I ain't never gonna want.
so,
You know what I'm saying?
so, ladies, can we
Let's
get
answer it. Let's answer it. Come on, Rob. Let's answer it.
can we get an answer? What's something that y'all want from men that y'all don't get?
Attention.
I get what I want.
Well,
I get what I want type of bitch.
I say stability.
Bro, it's
stability.
easy to pick a nigga. Y'all just don't know what to do.
In the comments we
Now
had
we don't know what to do.
we had somebody say flowers.
Flowers.
Be more
Yeah.
romantic. That's what
Yeah, I guess it's romance.
I want niggas to be more romantic.
I can't even say that.
All right, hold on. Explain consistency. 'Cause I
Romantic
hear that a
and
lot,
consistent.
but I'm like,
So that-
consistency.
Consistency
You
is when
ain't
you
one of them
start doing
ones.
stuff, when
Continue
you are
it.
approaching us,
Keep it
trying
up.
to date us, trying to court us and all that stuff, the stuff you
But-
do then,
But why
we
do
want
y'all?
you to continue to do. Be consistent.
But why do
with
y'all
it.
act like y'all don't want a nigga, but want a nigga to act like they want y'all?
That's
That's
not
not all
totally
cases.
different. We're not even talking about that right
Yeah,
now.
we talking about people
Consistency
we
is
talking about
when
people
you
that
do
genuinely
something
want
and
each other.
continually
Nah,
do
but
it.
Stop, y'all.
even when
Wait,
even
hold
when
up.
even when a
Hold
female
on.
what do you
This
mean?
is the
They
part.
don't even get.
They don't even get orgasms half the time. That's the first thing. Let's just
Nah,
talk about
hell
it.
nah.
I want you to
All my
have
joints do
orgasm.
orgasms.
You niggas need to
Oh,
focus
I
in
don't
and be
have to pull
consistent
my
enough for me
vibrator out
to know how to give me an orgasm. And I think all my ladies can.
That don't apply to me. You feel me?
Okay.
I told you I'm a lover boy.
So I did hear one of
That's the
y'all
one.
mention
I be
romance.
stroking.
Yes, romance.
So we had a comment.
Hold on. Go ahead,
We
Dave.
had a comment. It said, "From what I see and observe, it's the lack of romance and thought. Today's dating world depends on if a man can provide financially, and the emotions are put to the back. And I low key blame the music because they put this scenario on how a man should buy love and not let it flow naturally. How do y'all think about
But
that? How do y'all feel?
That's why I said earlier, I feel like it's like the social media world with a lot of this shit, because in real life, like, I think what she means is just like, niggas can be more thoughtful. And I do think across the board, like, when men start to court you and they want to date you and they think you all that and you fine and you the finest thing in the world, they do all that stuff. But that's where the consistency comes in. Like,
Right.
keep that up throughout our relationship. And, you know, I think that is a big
But that's the
thing.
difference between a nigga that has actual intent and a nigga that got like a real slight short-term goal.
So this is another comment. Hold on, what you got to say, Josh?
That's cap.
Hold on. What's cap?
What's cap is we already know we got a